Hello, everyone. We finished the forum last time. Congratulations. I know for at least two of you, that was the first time to go all the way through and get your introduction to everything. And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by everything it is, that's how you usually feel at this point. It's like, oh, I want to take it all again. So do. Join any class you want at this point and take your Tai Chi wherever you want it to go. With me or with another teacher, I recommend both. Do whatever you want to do with whomever you want to do it with, and enjoy that. You will learn something from everyone you work with, for absolute sure. So enjoy that. So we are in the month of July, and that is our month to review. So what I thought we'd start with today is I'm going to put on the beginning of the third section. We're going to do the whole third section. Your opportunity to say, I really want to clear that up. All right. So it's always your class, but today in particular, it's your class for whatever it is that you want to do. And of course, I have my ideas too, but let's start with yours. So I'm going to put on Nancy's wonderful calling. I think we should be just about at the point where she says cross hands. So let's go.
Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal single whip. Parting the wild horse's mane. 1. 2. 3. 4. Transition to grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Left. Ward off. Right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Fair lady, work shuttles. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Transition to grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Left. Ward off. Right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1. 2. 3. Single whip. Snake creeps down. Golden rooster stands on one leg. 1. 2. 2. Step back and repulse the monkey. 1. 2. 3. 3. Diagonal flying. Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left knee brush and push. Needle at sea bottom. Fan through the back. Turn body and white snake spits out its tongue. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Step up and grasp the bird's tail. Ward off, right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1. 2. 3. single whip. High pat on horse. Thrust out palm. Turn body and cross kick. Step up and punch to the groin. Step up and grasp the bird's tail. Ward off, right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Snake creeps down. Step up to 7 stars. Step back to ride the tiger. Turn body and lotus kick. Bend the bow and shoot the tiger. Step up, parry, block, and punch. A parent closing up. Cross hands. Closing. And finish. Prepare.
I don't think we're ready to start from the very beginning, although that sounds lovely. All right, that's the whole third section. We have actually never done it together, all of us. So this was our chance to do it together. So I wanted to do that. I will confess, coming back from 5 days at the seminar and a lot happening yesterday, I'm a little jelly-legged today and a little tired. But I am enthused about my Tai Chi. It was a wonderful experience with Master Young. If anyone else, I think at least one person in the class was at the seminar. If you'd like to say, I don't know, I know that's hard. One thing you learned that is a real nugget for you, and one thing that you have committed to, maybe. Erlyn.
So the thing that I finally felt the first glimmer of was the energy coming from my back foot in my long form, feeling that happening for the first time, starting to. So I am committed to growing that and paying attention to that a lot from now on.
I remember the moment when I felt, and there are many moments of that developing, which you will love. That's really fabulous. And I remember that happening to me. And I remember the moment when I first felt it really spontaneously coming into my back on press of all moves, on press. I felt it ripple up my back. And I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about. But you know, it happens. It doesn't happen because somebody tells you. It happens because you've been practicing the Tai Chi and the form works on you, works on your body, it works on your coordinations. You always want to do it easier, right? And your body wants to do it easier. Like, I'm tired today, I just want to do it easier. The easiest way to do it is the most efficient way. And the most efficient way is to let your stepping help you. You know, if you're moving this way, you have energy this way. And if you really ground yourself so that you can use that energy, it's a lot of energy that you have. And if you're turning, you have energy. We all know this, right? People turn and they swing, right? Like, you just let them swing and you swing. But if you've connected all the parts of your body, we've talked about that, like in your body shed, letting this connection happen, all the little sinews, all the tendons and everything across your back and in your body, then when you turn, right? Turn out and stop it. You see how I just stopped it? I mean, I can really throw this thing, right? It's just a swing. I'm just letting it go. But it doesn't go like this because my body has integrity, but it has integrity like a whip. It has integrity like a whip. So that's the other thing when you get into your body shape. So things start like this. I'm going to move this arm like this. And I'm going, but Nancy will say, oh, it's a wave. And in some sense, that's what it is, because actually when your body turns, oh my goodness, when your body turns, the arm moves. If you decide that arm should move and your body shape stays the same. So exploring those things, when we start our Tai Chi in first section, there's the body turn and there's the arm, but they aren't one thing. And exploring them. Yeah, that's great. So it sounds, yes, go ahead, Erlyn.
Just one more thing. So yeah, I'm going to be looking for that wave everywhere now. That's what I'm going to be looking for, what you're describing. But it's interesting because I didn't feel it during seminar. Yesterday, when I got up and I did the senior form, it was a completely different experience. That's when it happened. So there's like this delay sometime about,
Yep.
You get information and you see things and then all of a sudden it starts happening.
Yeah, and it will. So that's what's really wonderful. And even without, got something that just keeps appearing on my screen. Here we go. Even without a seminar, it's the kind of thing that will just happen if you've heard about it. Some point it will happen. I remember the first time, I was not a fan of hand strums the lute. I was not a particular fan of hand strums the lute, right? So you've done your left brush knee, and I was not a particular fan. One day I'm doing the long form. Now it's like, I love this move. And as I went forward, I had what sort of felt like perfect relaxation. And relaxation is where you've really connected everything. And it was like I was Elastigirl. Like, anyone seen that movie, right? Maybe not, The Incredibles, but it was like, oh my gosh, my arm just went out. And then when my body moved back, it was like Elastigirl. It just came back. And then, you know, it was really such a rush to have that happen. You can't make it happen. It's like you discover it in your form, but something clued you in, and the form knows when you're ready. Your body isn't ready right away. Your knowledge isn't ready right away, but at some point, if you've practiced enough, it comes. Yeah, it just takes a little hint. So great. And that was your first seminar, right, Berlin? Yeah, first seminar. It's really quite something, quite an experience. Yeah. And as I said, I'm a little jelly-legged after yesterday. Let me just move something off. I cannot move it. That's too bad. All right. It'll just be there periodically. All right. Well, this is your class. That was not a diversion. That was part of what reviewing the third section is. It's about finding what you want in this third section and being willing to ask about it. Well, then how does this work here? If that's what you're up to, Erlyn, feel free to ask those questions as well. What would we like to work on? Dorothy, by any chance, do you have interest in the shuttles?
How did you guess? I was just going to walk over here and go, yes, please.
All right, we're
I
going to
still
put that
can't do
on
it.
the list. Michael, you put your hand out right as I said Dorothy's name. Michael.
Yes, the transition from cloud hands to single whip on the right foot coming in, and I think it just points to the corner.
It does.
So, I mean, I guess I was stepping out too far, but I think you're basically stepping just in. Your feet come like this, one in the corner, one this way.
You know what you might think of. So we've been doing, we've been doing this, right? I mean,
Right.
we've just been doing this, right? If you can think of keeping your Tai Chi pole straight, right? Because you don't want to be leaning like this, right? Keeping your tight, and I'm not saying you do, I'm just saying in general for people. Let go of this foot and turn your hips. It's going to be in the right place. Ta-da! You just did it. So let's try it. Like, it's that easy. So increasingly, if you think of everything as beginning from here, even though, as Erlyn pointed out, your energy comes from the foot into your center, which tells everything where to go, like where in your spine, you know, like how it's going to go up from there, your spine moving out your hands. Or another place your energy can come is from your center, just out. But if you think of where your center is moving, remember we had that ball. So in this particular case, when we've done this movement, right? And now I'm going to bring that ball, you know, the ball that's hanging down, that's cutting through the floor on a chain, right? And then I'm just going to turn my hips, and this step is very natural. Very, very natural. Got it? All right. That was an easy one.
That was.
And that's just a great, I mean, you all have been through the whole form now, right? So I can add these pearls in. You know, we've met them periodically, but you can choose. You cannot do all of these pearls at once. Choose one for a practice, you know, or choose one for a year. It doesn't matter. Like Erlyn says, that's my goal. So the more, Erlyn, the more you know where your center is moving, this will also help, right? Because if you're because when your center is moving, you can move your feet, right? Because it moves, remember, separate empty and full, one of those essentials. So you're gonna move your center over here, you know, and then look where we can go. We can go wherever we want. And then once it's there, it's your full. It's your full. And then as you step, your center's moving, you know, you're pushing, moving your center, and then maybe pushing back to release, right? So there's a lot going on. More on that. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, Dorothy, which is the shuttle that is most problematic, or shall we just do them?
I think we should just do them, but it's when we have to turn away from watching you. That's kind of my
All right,
problem.
then let's just do them the wrong. Yes, Erlyn.
When you do the shuttles review too, can you also add in the slight difference between when your body opens and when you heel ball toe versus because they're slightly different when you go like this. They're not all exact, like 2
Yeah.
and 4. And if you could just mention that, because I'm trying to
Yeah, and
remember.
remind me.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so how about we start the opposite direction from what we usually do? So normally I'm like this, and so are you, right? When we start. Let's turn our backs to our screens. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yes, beautiful. Right. So if you turn 180 degrees around and do it in the other direction, let's just try it from there. Then the first one, you're not going to see me well, but others you will. All right. So number one, we're shifting back, turning this big turn to the right. And our left foot is at the corner. We're coming back. Arms are changing, stepping, close, and do number one. Hopefully that went all right. Your left arm is up. Your left foot should be forward. Your right hand should be striking out from the shoulder in the direction of the corner. And then we're going to shift back. Our hands are going to come down, and we're going to pull with the right hand and open our body and turn. You should now see me. Our arms are going to rotate as we come back. And we're going to step to this back corner as we close our arms. And then as we heel ball toe, we open that right arm and strike, turn the back leg. Now our right foot is in front, just in case we got confused. Our left hand is striking. So we're going to right bow step to the corner. And now number three, you'll see me in a minute. You can look over your left shoulder. We're going to shift back and our hands go down. Shift all the way back so you can pick up the right foot and put it back down. Can be the same place, but it's now pointing towards the wall. Then shift your center all the way over, rotate both hands as you separate them. Close and bring your foot in, your left foot in. You're just standing here on one leg. Your chest is to the corner. Then open. Make sure you have good body position. Don't do this, this. You've touched with your heel. Now, all at once, forward, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, and strike. And one more, come down. And we're just going to do number two again, turning to the right. You've turned away from me. I know this is a hard way to do it for the first time. Step, but now you can look over your right shoulder, see our position. Heel, ball, toe, and strike. that wasn't the best executed because I bent my knee too soon, but so did you see the third one a little better? There's a better corner to do it from than that.
Yes, no, that was helpful. That was helpful. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Let's see, what's the other way that we could do it? Maybe even just moving one. So I have to remember what which arm is up. So let's try it this way. I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can see it that way. So I think our right hand is up before it, right? So we're in a bow step to the corner. Right, right. And our left hand is striking. So we come back, right hand down. So this is very similar to how we've done it before. One thing about this one is usually our hand is sitting a little more. And the other ones, it's like less sitting. This one, it tends to be more sitting. It's just, watch Master Yang, that tends to happen. I've heard him mention it once, okay? So coming back, connecting, lift your foot, step towards the wall. Then big turn so that your chest is towards the corner. As you do, you open your chest. I mean, it's still recessed, right? It's still recessed, but you open your left shoulder and you leave your right shoulder feeling kind of like where it is. Then you rotate your arms and you come back, you shuttle, and your left foot comes in. Then separate. Check your body position. You want to make sure you've still got good body shape across your back. Your chest is recessed. Your fingers are pointing up. And you've connected, you've rooted with your heel. Then all at once, heel, ball, toe, strike. I mean, heel, ball, toe, bend, knee, strike. Let's do it again. Number 3. I'm always confused about where I am. Here we go for number 3. All right. Shift back all the way, connect, step, turn, open, you're separated, come together, shuttle, and step. Notice that your chest has turned to help you separate. Your chest is towards the side here, towards a wall. You're separated, you've rooted with the front foot. Now execute. One more time.
Confusing.
Huh? All right, so here we are. Right arm up, left arm striking. Keep that right shoulder down. You in good bow step to the corner and shift all the way back. Pick up your right foot, put it down, step down, and big body turn. This body turn for me is a little more than the corner, and I'm rotating my arms, and I finish rotating this left arm as I shuttle in. Bring the foot in, standing in the corner, kind of. Then separate. Your chest just went towards the wall. And heel, ball, toe, strike. Erlyn, you'll feel this, right? You're going to move this weight and strike. You're going to feel how the turn connects to your body movement forward, or you will eventually. All right, it's another place to look for that. Questions about number 3? Is that better, Dorothy? All right, good. Good. Berlin.
So 1 and 3 are 1 and 3 are step like this. With your open. And then heel ball toe strike. And then 2 and 4 are you step when you're closed. However you would be closed.
And
right?
then you heel ball toe while you separate.
Separate, and then everything goes to this. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how about we emphasize those moments and just do it? And feel free to remind me as we go through it. We'll do it in the right direction. This is a test, Dorothy. Then you can find out what doesn't work, which it may not, right? And then we can go back over it, right? These are opportunities. It's not really a test. All right. All right, number 1. Here we are. All right, now as our weight comes back, we're separated. Then we step close and everything's in the center. You got it? We shift our weight. We separate again. Then strike. I'm going to move back a little. Number 2, coming down, turning. You won't be able to watch, but I think everybody has this. And we close our arms and step. We're rooted. Heel, ball, toe, separate. And then all at once, finish moving the weight, bend that knee, strike, and ward off up. You also turned your back foot in. Here comes number 3. Happy number 3, Dorothy. And we're coming down, connecting all the way back. Pick up your right foot, turn, put it back down, but the toes now pointed towards the wall. Shift your weight, put your chest at the corner or a little past. Your arms are very separated and they've started to rotate. Then close and look over your shoulder and see that position if you want, that closed position. Then separate, step, and then all at once, heel, ball, toe, strike. And then number 4, shifting back, connecting, turn, 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 rotating our arms as we come back, close, step, heel, ball, toe, separate, bend, knee, strike, ward off, up. And let's do the transition. You're going to create rollback arms. Okay, so you're rotating both arms, dropping the right shoulder as you go back. And your right hand is, I didn't do that very well. Your right hand is sitting. Then turn, keep those arms. Let go of your front foot pivot. Directly step out as you're finishing a close here. Finishing a close and left ward off. So from here, just so that folks can see that, who want to see it. So if we were here to the corner, here to the corner. We're going to come down like this, right? We're connecting here with our opponent. We've got them. We can take them where we want to, right? Here, see the power of this turn? They go. Then we shift our weight and step. We're now with a new opponent here. Grabbing a new opponent and left ward off. What else is on our list? Yeah, Dorothy.
Maybe a few of the things that are towards the end.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds really good. How about we do the last part together, and then we could even do it from a different direction. I have no idea what anybody will see, but you know, why not? Let's do it maybe again from the opposite direction. Gives me a chance to see what you're doing. All right, so it tends to move this way. So you'll just be seeing things from the opposite direction, but the movements tend to go this way. So I don't think my back's going to beat you that much. All right, so the first is snake creeps down. We're coming back and doing that kind of C with our body and starting to move forward. And then step up to 7 stars, which starts like the former movement, make fists and forward. So Erlyn, eventually you want to feel that that move forward really helped to power that punch. So did your body turn. All right, and we're going to shift our weight back and then pull this foot back. And as soon as it touches, we're arms to the side, just arms to the side, so that we're palm up and palm down, left hand palm down. And open. This is step back ride tiger. Make sure you don't do this. Keep that small lemon in your underarm on the right side. Okay. Make sure that your left arm isn't way out here. It's still protecting the front of your body, but the front of your body's gotten very small, hasn't it? Because you're really turned. Then this left arm, I know you're looking over your shoulder here, but you may be able to look over the shoulder and see what I'm doing. This left arm's going to come up, swing up this way. I think, yes, it is. And this one's going to go down. So we're going to sort of push with that back right foot, but not stand up, and turn our upper body. And at the last minute, we're going to open our fists. So this is the end of step back ride tiger. Lotus kick. All right, so this, you're going to start turning to the right, well, just a little bit to get you started. But you're going to keep turning to the right as you close. And that's a lot like single whip. And then, as we said before, you're going to open again, but when you do, you're going to separate. And then that complicated footwork where turn around and then spin around. Nice, everybody. Then we are going to lift our leg. Of course, I know you can't see, but you can turn around if you want. We're going to extend and come around. I did a real nice one earlier. Nice, nice. All right. And a lot of people do it this way. They lift their leg, they extend, they come around, and they just sort of pat their knee. It's a really great place to start. Or you cannot connect. It's fine. Bend bow, shoot tiger. This is going to be hard, so we'll turn around for this. Or how about we go this way? So we're here, we're here. Bend bow, shoot tiger. We're going to sink, step, big turn as our arms swing down. That turn helps that swing. and they start to rotate. And then right as you turn back and bend your knee, you're going to turn back with that upper body and make those fists and shoot them out. And here's the end. What do we do first? Move that back left foot to the corner. That's easy. Start to shift your weight left. Open the left hand as you do. Bring your hands to center and bring that right foot so you're pivoting on the right heel. Bring that right foot so your feet are parallel toes anyway, parallel directions. And the center of your forearm is in the sort of center of the center of your body, which is say where your nose is looking, okay, right now. And you're going to connect with somebody. Parry. Stepping one line, two sides. Here's the second parry. Big spin, step, make sure, good body shape, heel, ball, toe, bend, knee, punch. Apparent closing up. Little turn left, that right arm extends just a little because it's got room. That makes our opponent, it's yielding to our opponent. And the right arm flattens and opens away a little bit. They both rotate. This makes our opponent feel uncomfortable. Then as you close back in towards center, you're moving your arms cross. And right at the end of that, you open your right fist. Then shift back, standing ward off with the left hand. You're wiping them off you, quite literally. Go ahead and wipe against your arm. Make sure you have good body position. Make sure your spine is in the center of your bow step. And like the center of my lines here. And then turn to the left. So you're square, and as you do, rotate your arms. You're still back. What does this feel like? This is push, so push. And cross hands. Shifting back, sort of make a triangle. I realize you're turning your backs to me. And open, nice, beautiful. And shifting back to your left side. Bring your right foot in. Arms cross, the right arm is in back, and then they magically come up and the right arm is in front. Closing. Stand up, open your arms, palms up, like presenting a tablet to somebody. Starting from the shoulders, starting from the upper arms, you're gonna rotate those arms and then come down like you did in opening. Nice, beautiful. Finish. Your hands go back to touch your sides. All right, so what would you like to do more of in that last section? Erlyn.
Yeah, can I just verify something I heard that I wasn't registering for? Is when you're doing the what is this move? That one?
Step back, right tiger.
Yeah. So you step before your arms move at all?
So yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people do it this way. A lot of people, and we often teach it, and sometimes Master Yang sounds like he's teaching it that way, but he was very careful at the senior seminar or somewhere to not something that he said. Maybe it was in the saber or something. But anyway, So you need to, I mean, you could start to move a little bit, but you've got to remember, you've just blocked somebody. You're going to move this in the moment you have free, while they're surprised at that block. But as soon as you move it, this comes down, as soon as it roots. So if you were, if you'd come up and done this, you do that, I mean, if you do this, you do that, you do this, right? Because what you're doing is, if the block stops them, but then you're trapping them and taking them to the side here, right?
So
And
you
then
need,
you're
oh,
away
sorry.
from them and you can come up. But if you do it, if you don't get this, it's got to be right after that. So a lot of people just make the count like this. See, they say step back and turn. Well, when you're doing that, I mean, somebody could take you wherever you go, which is kind of violating our rules. So we do have to do that sometimes, but in this case, if you watch Master Yang, he just very smoothly moves this back and this comes right over.
So he's rooting because there's still a technique being done as those wrists rotate. So you
Yes.
want to root first. Okay.
Exactly, right.
Thank you.
Thank you. You said it better than I did. Yes, this is a technique. All right, this is something you're doing that's going to take your opponent to the side, and you daren't do that flopping in the air. Not something like that, right? I mean, we do things on one leg, right? We do things on one leg, but it's a different kind of thing where we're balanced. This is going on one side. So we've got to have something on that other side, but you just step back and then it's immediately there. And then this is very powerful, right? And again, don't let this happen, right? This. And don't let actually what I just did happen. It looks even worse on the camera. So I'll make it look better, even though it's not necessary that it be this. This is what it looks like I have to do, but that's more than covering my body. But and then this big turn back. Look at the power you get from this turn of your spine. I mean, it throws your arms, right? So again, you can use local energy to do this, or you can let them swing up, right? You use a little bit to say, I want it to go up. But most of the energy is coming from the fact that you kind of pushed up, but you didn't jump up. You didn't change your height. You just let that energy come up. So nice, Leisha. Nice. All right. How about we do that section, that very last section? I wish I knew where it was at. I'll just call it for us, and we'll do it in the right, from the right, the correct location. So, single whip, nice single whips, folks. Nice single whips. All right. Snake creeps down. To, why am I blanking on the name? This one. Feel free to shout it out. Step back, ride tiger. Lotus kick. Circling. And turning. And turning. And unwinding. Stand up. And kick. Sink. Step. Bend bow, shoot tiger. Heel. Ball. Toe. You're turning to the right. Turn to the left. And shoot that tiger. Left foot goes out to the corner. And move over your weight to the left. Here we are. And Perry. Make this a good Perry block and punch. Block. Punch, powerful move. Apparent closing up, tricky move. Tricky for your opponent. Opponent thought they had you, but nope. You stopped them. And cross hands. Closing, stand up. Present that tablet and rotate your arms and push down. Just think of that very opening. You could do the whole thing again from here, but let's finish. This is finish, but I have to bring my feet together. I mean, you have to do something, right? Make sure you bring your left foot in, right? And if you were demonstrating, you would finish, you take a count, and then you'd come and you'd salute, which is really telling somebody that you're done and you're honoring them with your salute. So that's what it is. All right. Any final questions? All right, let's close class. Doesn't it feel good? Third section. All right. Thank you.